Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name's Deanna and today we'll be working on week 21 of my 52 weeks of Christmas challenge. I made this a couple years ago following a video that May did, and so I want to create something similar but maybe add a little bit more dimension to it. So with this one, this was a 12 by 12 sheet of paper that I've got down. Then I added some, I don't know if you can see it, flocking to the stockings, and just added glitter to the different areas of the Santa and the fire. And so we're going to be doing something similar to this today. And what we're going to be using is this sheet from Santa Baby Collection. It's a Prima Marketing, and it's Grand Christmas Exhibition. So I'm going to be doing a smaller one. I've got an 8 by 10 canvas here that I've pre-prepped. It's a good quality canvas. It's stapled on the back. It's a nice one. And but you can use any canvas that you have, any size that you want to do. This one is the 8 by 10. I prepped it with my gesso. I then, this is white burlap that I have, or kind of a cream color. I shouldn't say white. It is cream colored burlap. I've cut that down to 8 by 10 size. I've pre-glued that with my Mod Podge on there. To seal that on there, and I wanted that dry before we moved on. And then I used some Princess Pink Anita's acrylic paint just for the edges, because we're going to add ribbon, but the ribbon is only going to go halfway up, so I have enough to curve over this edge. So I have cut this down to 7.5 by 9.5. I then just tore some pieces off. I went along and just tore off some of the edges, going in further on some and things like that, so you get to see some of the burlap. Otherwise there's no sense of having the burlap down. And I did do these things. I want to keep these videos down to short if I can. So basically I just would grab the edge and then I would just start, you know, kind of peeling it away. And then I'd go in this way a little bit and then back out. Okay, once I did that, then I sat it on my mat and I took just my little water bottle, my mister, and I just misted the very edge of it. Let that sit a few seconds, and then you can kind of peel away either with your finger, or you can use a little scraper type of thing. Just be delicate, and it just kind of roughens it up a little bit more. It looks a little different than if you just peel the paper back. I then took my pad that I use. This has walnut stain on it, Ranger ink, and then I just went along the edge just to darken up, pull some of those browns out of that paper. So I just did that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to attach this to our burlap surface. I do have a smaller pad of paper that fits under here, just so when I'm pressing on this I am not damaging my canvas on my my frame. So if you push on this and push on this and push on this, then you're going to stretch that canvas out, and then it's not going to be any good. So I don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and get our Mod Podge back out. I've also created some flowers to go along with. I did 2 whites and 1 pink, and then I put a clear gem on the pink one and a pink gem on the white ones. I used the 2 smallest dies of my Spellbinders holiday die. It's S5-055. It's a very nice die, and like I said, I used the 2 smallest ones. I didn't want, I mean, this is not a huge thing, so I didn't want a huge flower on here. But you can do whatever size you want, whatever is your taste. You do not have to have the exact same things that I have. You kind of choose the things you like. If you have the same things and you want to do it, that's fine. But if you have the paper but you don't have the same exact flower die, you can cut them out of a Cricut. You could cut them out of, you could go online and just get a file that maybe you could create one, or create a die, or you know, you can cut them out by hand. It doesn't have to be a die. I just happen to have access to those things, but not everybody does. So maybe sometime soon we'll just create some of our own patterns for flowers, and you can just cut them out by hand, because not everybody has access to the dies and the die machines and all that. Okay, so I've liberally applied some Mod Podge to the back of this, and I hope I got enough. Seems like it's not wanting to stick down very good. We might have to apply some more. So let's go ahead. We're going to flip her back over and we're going to apply some more. I'm just going to lay it down there. Let's get this done here. It's going to squeeze out. That's fine. We'll use that for the top. We can put some excess back in our container. We want this to stick really good, and I don't want to use any hot glue because that leaves bumps. So we'll get some of this off of there, but we should have plenty to get going now. All right, let's flip this back over. Yeah, now she wants to stick. There we go. All right, so let's get some of this on the top here. And this will take a while to dry. We might hit it with some heat here. You know, I try to prep the things that I think are going to take the longest, but with something like this, you just, if I prepped this and did this, then you wouldn't see hardly anything other than me putting a couple flowers on, right? So some of the things we do have to, you know, I have to think, well, can't do it all otherwise they won't see anything on the video. Let me see if I can slide this up there just a little bit. There we go. Push that back down. There we go. And the burlap was completely dry before I started this. I did that this morning and set that aside. So, and the nice thing about Mod Podge is that sometimes you can, if you do it one way and then turn around and do it the other way, you can kind of get that look of canvas pattern in your Mod Podge. So that corner's not wanting to stick very good. All right. So we've got one direction here, so it kind of looks, well, let's go ahead and turn this and we'll give it a different direction and maybe get that look of canvas going here. Got some spots here because the Mod Podge itself it does have a thickness to it. So, and if you have another brand of decoupage or whatever, you can use that. I just happen to have the Mod Podge on hand. All right, let's get this. There we go. All right. I think that looks like it's going to hold down. Let's let that set up a second, and then we'll... While that is wet, though, I do want to sprinkle on some of my glitter. I have some diamond dust here, and on this page you can see it kind of looks like it's supposed to be shimmery glitter. I'm going to recreate that right in that area with some diamond dust. And I also have some pink glitter that we're going to use, but I thought that would look pretty and give some dimension. And since we've already got our, here's my glitter. This is Martha Stewart, came in a pack years ago. And whoa, let me see if I can tap some of that off. That was a lot here. Let me see if I can tap a little bit of that off into my trash can. Yeah. Let's see if I can get some more diamond dust on the top to stick. Cover a little bit of that up. And diamond dust in the other thing is not going to hurt. We can spread out a little bit. Gives it a nice little... There we go. So let me see what I got. Let me press it with my finger and see if I can get that stuck in there. Maybe a little bit. Okay. All right. I also got out some stickles. And I got, let's see, I've got this, oh, which one is this? I don't think it says, does it say? I don't see a name. I don't see a color on there. But the number is SGG537972. And then this one is Icicle. So that is what's the number on that one? SGG01836. So very light pink, and then that's got kind of some iridescent things to it. I punched some snowflakes out of a Martha Stewart corner punch because I wanted the bigger ones. So it was this punch here, and none of her punches have names on them usually. So that was the corner punch. So I got these a little bit bigger snowflakes, not really big, ½ inch maybe. And I think that's it, what I got out. Oh, I did take some of my small roses that I got from Wish.com, and I stuck them, these were pink ones, and I stuck them down in my Snow Tex to give them some white edges there. It looks kind of cool. So we'll be adding some of those here pretty quick. And in fact, we maybe can do some of that while we're just waiting for this to tack up. Yeah, I think we can do that because I can work on this while it's wet. It's not, I don't think it's going to hurt anything unless we'll see. Let me do one of these roses once and see if my hot glue will stick to that wet glue. If it doesn't, then I'll have to use a heat gun, but I'm hoping that my hot glue will still adhere to this canvas here. We'll see here. Where do we want this? Well, let's do one of these right here. We kind of want to stay away from the edge because we're going to bring up our ribbon. We're going to use this white ribbon here. And I went with the white because I have cream colored burlap there, so I thought the white would look nice. That we will hot glue down because it has to adhere to the thing. So, all right. So that looks like it might be, oh yeah, that's sticking. Okay. So we'll go ahead and all I do is snip off this wire. I leave a little bit there and then turn it just so that it holds together. Otherwise they have a tendency to kind of fall apart. And it's kind of frustrating when you get a project going and then all of a sudden things are falling apart on it. I got 5 of these roses ready. I thought that would be plenty for this because, and I only went with the roses because there's roses in the design. So I thought, well, I'll add some roses and some of the poinsettias. And I got 5 ready. We'll do 3 here in a little cluster for right now. And then our poinsettias I thought would look nice in this area maybe. Yeah, so we'll put those on. Let's go ahead and add those. I don't want to cover up the area that has poinsettias in the picture. So, and I just love these colors in this paper. Of course, Prima has beautiful papers anyway. So, all right, so got that. We have the little snowflakes, and The thing I like about that usually is that because when you punch them out, they kind of have a cup like look to them. So let's go ahead and put a few of these here and there just to kind of start off. We can add some gems too along the different areas. And I'm going to leave these white. I'm not going to edge these with anything. Just going to leave them white because there's white in here. Whites, creams, and pinks. So I thought, well, we'll just leave the white. That'll look very nice. Whoops, I got two there. That'll look very nice in there. And I probably could stick these right in the Mod Podge and be fine. But I want to give that extra little hold with my art glitter glue here. And let's see here. I'll go right in here. Oh, don't want that there really. Covering up my. All right, so let's stop there. We can add a couple more when we're done. All right. I think I'm going to try to glue my lace on. And the reason I painted the side pink was because when I brought this up, let me see if I can get this set on its side here. It's not as tall as the one I used on the other canvas, so it wasn't going over the edge enough. So I thought if I went halfway up like that, I don't know if you can see that. Let me get that up here. If I went halfway, then this would still be decorated with the pink, and I could still fold this over for a pretty edge to come over that front there, to add some decor there. So, where do I want to start this? Let's start, I want to wrap around nice and easy for me, so I think I'll start on the end here. We'll start like at this end, get this around there, and then I can just keep turning it to wrap it around. I'm not going to cut it, I'm just going to wrap, and then we'll deal with the corners later. So I'm going to try to run a bead of glue about halfway down to set this in. So let's see how I do here. And I don't have to run it all the way. I can do it part way and then stop so that my glue don't completely dry before I get this stuck in there. All right, let's see here. All right. I want something that I can press that in with. There we go. Let's run it. All right. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to turn this like that. Let me grab another glue stick a second here. Oh, right here behind me. I forgot that I moved my glue sticks. I had them in one area for so long that when you move them, you forget. Okay, let's stand this back up. And I hope you can see pretty good there. Okay. All right. Go. Pretty good. I'm just trying to ooh, oh. Okay, I don't think I heard anything. Ooh. Just trying to do a real thin bead, which is not always easy with these big glue guns, you know. We'll try. I do have another glue gun with a small nozzle, but I don't know why I never pulled that out. Guess because this one's out and I just grab it without even thinking. I'm sure you guys do that same thing. Oh, this is sitting right here, so I'll just use that. Not thinking that you might have a better tool for the job. Okay, so let's get this last edge here. Right to the end there. Okay. Oh, that's why I'm sticky. All right, let me grab my good scissors for fabric, and we're going to cut this right there, just like that. All right, stitch back on there. So now, as you can see, it's kind of up a little bit. And we're going to fold that all down like that. And we'll glue her down. I'm going to let that sit so we're not messing with it right away. All right, what else we got here? Let's do our other two roses. Where do we want to do those? About right down in here we'll do, oh no, we got those there. Don't want to do them up there. Yeah, we'll do them down here. Let's go ahead and do that. I do have plenty more, but I didn't want to overdo it today. Okay, let's do a finger. Okay, that one, and then the last one. And again, odd numbers seem to be more appealing to the eye than an even number. So there we go. All right, I want to get some, I got a glue string there. Right in here, you can see it. Okay, there's one there too. I actually made lines in my, it's laying in my, there we go. Laying right across, I could see it going across the, there's another one. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I can get my stickles going here and maybe do some, there we go. Let's do some stuff on his hat here maybe, huh? And his gloves. Can I do that without touching? I'll lean my hand on the fabric there. That way I'm not putting my hand in the... Let's just get some lines going here. Kind of give it some texture looking. It's so nice, so quiet today. There, we got that. Let me see. Get up here. There we go. And then that's his gloves, what that is. I'm not sure what those are. I don't know if that's his gloves or what. Another glue string. Just catch like the light catches them, and you can see where they've been on there. Okay, So we got that pink. I'm wondering if it needs a little bit more here. Fill it in a little bit so it doesn't look like. And now it's plugged. All right, here we go. My pen, unplug it. There we go. Stickles has a nice memory and it usually stays pretty good where you put it. That includes if there's any gaps or anything, so get a little bit more dimension. And maybe we'll put the, I'm going to test the other color before I put it on here to make sure that's the one I want, or if I just want the crystal clear white stickles instead of the, there we go. That gives his head a little bit more dimension. Oh my gosh, you just keep plugging up, don't you? Okay. All right, let me see. Let's do a test on that to see. We got a little scrap piece of paper over here. All right. Yeah, it's got some nice iridescent to it. Do we want that or do we want just plain? Let me see. All right, let me cover this back. Ooh, now I got it on me. Let me put the cover back on here and then we'll try the plain a second and see what one we like. All right, this one. I don't know the name because the tag has gone off of it. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead with just the white. So again, I'm going to rest my hand on this lace here, and then we're just going to come out from the outside into the center to keep that looking like it's kind of like a ball. And then we'll just kind of fill the center in there. Kind of smush it down. There we go. Spread it out a little bit so it doesn't look. There we go. And we will do his other part of his hat here. We don't want to get his hair, which is curled up around the edges. So let's just nice close together. If you stay close together with your stickles, then it doesn't leave those gaps. It's like pushing against the other one line that you just laid down. So it's just like, otherwise you'll end up with the gaps because like it has its memory, which is good because then if you need it to stay up in an area, it does that, which is nice. Okay, so now we got that, and you can see that that hat's got dimension and sparkle. And let's give it a tap here. All right, I think I want to, let's see here. It's turned out pretty good. It's got, even though I used matte, it's got a gloss to it. So, let's see here. What else do I want to do? All right, maybe something for his mustache. Maybe a little glitter on his cheeks. Wonder if I use this on his cheeks and then just kind of flatten it. Let's see. Oh, you are, now you're mad at me because I, get you, let's see here. Get you going. There we go. All right. And I'm not going to put a lot on. I just want to like put it on and kind of tap it down on his cheekbones there. I don't want it to really be dimensional. Just want it to give him a little sparkle on his cheeks. There we go. Oh, maybe we can see it there. All right, let's put a couple more snow. We got 3 more snowflakes here. Let's go ahead and add those, and then we'll put, where do we want them? We'll put the lace down. Like that 25, I don't really want to cover that up. I don't want to cover up because we have blank spots on the paper, but I don't want to cover up where there is decoration. So let's put one right here. And that Mod Podge is pretty dry right now. I mean, if I scratched it, it will come off, but it dried pretty dry to the touch. So that's good. I think we can get this down. And how do I want to do that? Do I want to try Mod Podge? All right, let's put some Mod Podge on there and see what happens. Otherwise, I will hot glue it. Get my brush back here. I got pink in my brush. Put it in pink water. Let's see if I got that. Okay, I did. All right. So we'll try a little bit here. Let's get a good blob of, and see if that holds it. And I don't think it's going to. Nope, I don't think it's going to. So let's wipe that off, because our glue won't stick to that very good. All right, so we're going to have to hot glue it. So let's see what we can do here. We will start on another area, and I'm going to stay off the edge here and try not to use a ton, because I don't want it coming through. If I get it on the edge there, then it will still, when it dries, it will hold that tip down because it's curved around the edge there. All right, looks like it might work. So right along the edge, and then use this to press it down so it's not getting on my hands and burning me. All right, now when we get to a corner, we're going to have to fold that a little different and come around this way. Then we're going to bring this up over top of that. So we'll let that kind of tack down a little bit, like so. And then we're going to come in with this. And we're going to lay another bead down. Get that going there like that. And the corner will be up a little bit, but I think it's going to be just fine. It worked out on my other one, rather than cutting all my corners. There we go. Get the build-up of glue on my... I'm going to go with this side here. Try to let that other side dry a little bit. A little bit more. Ouch. All right, what do we got here? Get back up. There we go. And it does kind of peel out of there. Get that out of my way here. Right. I'm going to trim that just a little bit on that edge because it's hanging over there. I don't need that. So I'm just going to go back in and trim that down. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this corner here. I got any underneath that one. Let me get some glue under there. It lets you know because it doesn't fold over very nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Where it's wet. See what happens. Oh yeah, I think we're all right. Some of that glue off there. Okay. And down this way. There. Let's see here. Is that down? Yeah, okay, that one's down. All right, so now we got that. Cover my Mod Podge since I don't want that drying out. Yeah, so we got lots of glue strings here. Oops. Got a nice, let me hold it this way too. Nice glimmer. I think I'm going to add a little. Oh, I do have glue strings going across there. Like that. I don't want to press on it because then it'll pull them into there. There we go. Alright. I'll make sure I go through and get all those too. I think I would like maybe some of that. See if I can get some of that on his. Yeah, here. Maybe right there. That takes a little bit to dry. Let me see here. Just a tiny, I'm just barely touching it just to kind of press some of that in there. And then I'm going to take a piece of paper and see if I can, see if there's loose stuff. Maybe I can get it off of there without, oh, nope, there's no loose stuff. So that all went on there very nicely. So now it's got extra glitter. I'm almost tempted to do a couple spots with more of that here and there just to bring it through. So let me grab the Mod Podge because that seemed to hold it down pretty good. Still drying underneath there, which is fine. I'm going to grab my brush here again. Let me clean that off. Okay, so I'm just gonna maybe put some here. So let's get some Mod Podge there. We'll just kind of in this area like that. Sprinkle some of this on. Well, it's still good and wet. And then I just want just a tiny bit of that pink, not much. Not as much as I had the first time. There we go. And then maybe again down in here. Let's see here. Just down like in that area like that. Oh, didn't spill out, amazingly. I don't want to cover the whole thing with it because that wouldn't be good, but light sprinkle. Let's see if I can tap that in a little bit. My brush here. Dig into my brush here to hold on to that. Alright. I'm just going to kind of go right over to my little trash bin here and kind of tap it. See if there's much, not too much is loose. And then we got that. I like it. Alright. I think that is good. I'm not going to add any more to that. I think that is a perfect amount. It's very feminine and delicate, and I'm very happy with it. So we are going to leave it at that. I want to take a moment to thank you all for supporting my channel and subscribing. It really means a lot to me that what I try to do has meaning to it. So I do want to thank all those who have subscribed or who join me. And the comments that you give also mean a lot. It shows that you're taking time out of your busy day to let me know that what I'm doing is good. So I don't get very many thumbs down, but I've had a couple, and I don't let them bother me because I figured, well, this something I said or didn't please them, so I apologize for that. And I will keep striving to maybe pull you over and get you to maybe like my videos instead of thumbs down. So again, I thank you for joining me today, and thumbs up is always appreciated. And until the next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.